save that energy for the match itself. I know you guys have a lot in your minds. Hey, Perez, let me talk to you first. You're looking a bit different since last time we saw you. But I'll tell you what, even after what Jonas did to your hair, you can still make this work. So I have to ask, what's going through your mind as you get ready to take on the Jarmy?
You know what? Jonas didn't only fuel a fire. No. He fueled his death tonight, okay? Because he cut off all my hair! And I care about that deeply, okay? So Jonas tonight is coming from the heart. That's right.
You know, I'm a little disappointed because one of our opponents originally decided to go camping today. So I hope you choke on a s'more. And just know, next time I see you, Rashad, it's on site with your bitch ass.
People want to hear from you.
You want to hear from me, Eugene? I hope you're ready for tonight, because it's going to be the most violent you ever seen the Flaming Aces. It's going to be the most violent you've ever seen Jaden.
That's right. That's right.
And tonight, it's $10,000. We might just have to hit the town, boys. One more time. Aces up.
Don't forget it, baby. That's right. That's
Absolutely,
right.
ladies and gentlemen, they're going to award tonight on POW Pro Wrestling the Super Aces.
What's up, wrestling fans? He's Mr. Ooh La La. I'm Brian Zane, and this is POW Pro Wrestling. Mr. We just heard from the Flamin' Aces and Jaden, collectively known as the Super Aces. They're getting ready for the fight of their lives. This week's main event, that $10,000 six-man street fight as they take on Jonas, Alba Robinson, and the Jarmy. Mr. In a word, it's gonna be brutal.
It's going to be brutal. It's going to be physical. A year of animosity comes to a head as the supposed superheroes, the Super Aces, take on their arch nemesis in Jonas Abbott Robinson and whoever he may recruit into his Jarmy this time.
That's right. We'll hear more about this rivalry later on in the show. But speaking of rivalries, we know that POW original Izzy McQueen has been in the crosshairs of the self-appointed gatekeeper of POW in Kikyo for some time. Now Kikyo has recruited newcomer Eliza True into the fold. Collectively, they are known as Skate or Die. And Izzy McQueen on an island on her own this week because she was supposed to have Murphy Madsen, the 90s kid, teaming with her this week, but we just recently learned that Murphy Madsen is not cleared to compete.
That's right, Murphy Madsen ran back to the 90s. She's listening to her TLC CD on repeat. She's drinking some Crystal Pepsi. She wants nothing to do with Skate or Die. And Izzy McQueen, if she tries to ride that half pipe alone, Kikyo and Eliza True are going to grab her, slam her into the wood, and pin her for the un, deux, and the trois.
Well, certainly we wish Murphy Madsen the best, and we hope we can see her back in a POW Pro Wrestling ring in the near future. But for now, in the present, Izzy McQueen is all by herself, 2-on-1 against Skate or Die. How's she going to get out of this one? Let's find out.
I literally haven't even done anything yet. Sit down and shut up. Actually, you know what? Bring my opponent out first. As you wish.
Well, folks, we're supposed to have a tag team matchup here. Izzy McQueen was set to partner up with Murphy Madsen against Kikyo and her protege Eliza True. But Mr. Ooh La La, as we understand it, Murphy Madsen is
Out of the game.
Out of the game for the time being, so to speak. So Izzy is going to have a tall task ahead of her. Either find a partner to go against these two or face some real consequences here.
Chill your stinky goblin ass up.
Don't
Now, if you people haven't noticed, Izzy McQueen is alone. Seems like Murph's little 90s show got canceled. So how about me and my skater night partner, Eliza True, take the trash out and put it on the curb where it belongs?
Oh boy.
I live on the curb, bitch!
All right, well, not one for words is Izzy McQueen. She says she's gonna face them both at once. I don't know if this is the most sound strategy, but right now McQueen is going uphill here, trying to battle Kikyo and Eliza True, who I don't think were expecting this kind of fire.
Little admirable, very admirable.
Look at this, oh! Taking them both down with one fell swoop. This has been a contentious rivalry boiling over for weeks here at POW Pro Wrestling, as Kikyo has recently taken Eliza under her wing.
Teaching her all of her dastardly little tricks.
Well, she's gonna have to teach her a bit more, because right now, I don't think class is working out for him. McQueen, the Goblin King, highly motivated and looking for revenge. Did you see how that knee collided with Eliza True's face? Kikyo should be thanking her lucky stars.
Right in the young. Looks like Kikyo has a bullet stopper here in the form of Eliza True.
Well, maybe that's why she recruited her. This matchup here, look at this, almost over right there.
Close but no cigar.
These three women, part of the POW Supernova division. And you better believe that these ladies are as tough as they come. Now, as I believe here, I think this is going to be a tag team format here for this handicap match. You can see Kikyo in the corner. Now, wait a minute. Referee Brad Lee at risk of being compromised here. But you can see that was a tactic to try and allow Kikyo and Eliza to do some underhanded tactics, it appears. And now, you can see the pressure continuing to be applied here.
Now the numbers game is catching up with Izzy McQueen.
Kikyo calling herself the gatekeeper of POW, and certainly has been wanting to bring some believers to her cause, and Eliza seems to be one of them. Kikyo now distracting the referee while Eliza getting some shots in here. I tell you what, Izzy McQueen, I admire her courage and her toughness here, but I question the game plan. Going against, these two warriors here, 2-on-1, is enough to make anyone submit, in my opinion.
Indeed, Izzy McQueen is just really getting it here.
Here we go now. Kikyo. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. That could be it right there. Goes for the cover, too. No. Oh, my word. That was a lot of pressure that came down on Izzy's face. And I tell you what now, Izzy's got to really collect herself here and try and figure out how she can get out of this predicament. I mean, it's 2-on-1. This is a handicap match, mister.
And Izzy McQueen has no friends, evidently.
I mean,
her one friend is back in the 90s.
Murphy Madsen seems to be Izzy's one and only ally here, but right now you can see McQueen just getting roughed up here by this team. Skate or Die, I believe, was the name they gave it.
Oh, and look at the bloody nose there of Izzy McQueen.
You ain't kidding. Izzy, he's got to be in a real bad way here. It's bad enough to be in this position, but you got no partners to reach out to. This is, I tell you what, mister, it's kind of hard to watch.
Izzy McQueen, not so fast. Izzy McQueen looking for anybody out here.
Absolutely. Wait a minute. Whoa, folks, look who's made it to the corner. It's the Tower of Power, Amira. All right, well, she's officially in this match, mister.
Yeah, Izzy McQueen gets one partner, and Amira has decided to take it on.
Amira, fast and furious here. We saw her recently defeat Sandra Moon.
And now she's looking to get another victory under her collar.
And of course, she's got some wins over Kikyo. We can't forget how she picked Kikyo out of the sky. That one match, here we go, tries to pick her up again.
I don't know about that. Amira's strong, she's not that strong.
She certainly is, pound for pound, the strongest individual, for my money at least, in POW. But can she and McQueen work together to get Kikyo up and over?
Oh! Yes, sirree, Bob.
That was a team effort to be certain. But now, is this going to be it? No.
No, au contraire.
Kikyo able to barely kick out.
Kikyo has a little more fight in here.
Now look at this. Izzy, she looks almost confused. Oh, and used as a projectile by Amira. Now wait a minute, in comes with a splash from the Tower of Power. This is gotta be it. Eliza, I tell you what, she needs to go out there and prove her worth, I think, if she wants to impress Kikyo. Try and break up those pinfalls.
Now they're reconvening, trying to figure out their strategy as Kikyo recovers from this beating.
How the tide turns quickly here for the fallen flower. She was standing tall a moment ago, but now she looks to be on the receiving end of quite a beating. But oh, look at Kikyo catching that tiger feint kick attempt, bringing her down with a snap power bomb. That could be it.
No.
And there we go, Amira with that quickness that Eliza True, like I mentioned, should have possessed. Here we go now. Things are getting out of control here. We have a last-minute entrance as far as partners go. Referee Bradley trying to establish some kind of authority here in this matchup. Kikyo's held Izzy back. Look out! Oh, almost had some incidental contact. As if they needed any more problems. Oh, no! Well, there it is. And now, what's Izzy got planned here? She's going up top. Going up to the high rent district, coming down with a double drop kick.
Looks like Izzy found the right partner, or the right partner found her, huh?
You can say that again, mister.
Oh wait, here comes Caden Cassidy.
What is Caden Cassidy doing? Oh no! Oh no, spine first into that ring post. What the hell has gotten into Caden Cassidy? What is this?
I don't know. Caden Cassidy, of course, there have been some problems with Amira and the Empire. Caden Cassidy taking his shot.
We have seen that. Now wait a minute, Izzy all by herself once again. Look out, the spear!
That's it.
Stick a forker in her, she's done.
Au revoir.
Winners of this match, skate or die!
I tell you what, mister, the Supernovas division is officially on notice, because once you've got Kikyo and Eliza True skate or die on the same page, bad things are bound to happen.
Quickly establishing themselves as the most dangerous team here in the Supernovas division.
Well, I'll tell you what, mister, give some credit to the Tower of Power Amira for coming through in the clutch and offering to be Izzy's new tag team partner, but, you know, the Empire continues to nip at her heels. Caden Cassidy cannot leave well enough alone, and she ejected Amira from the matchup, allowing Skate or Die to pick up the win.
No reward for good favors on the part of Amira. Caden Cassidy and the Empire have a big vendetta against the Tower of Power, and Caden Cassidy punished Amira for her actions, took her out of the match, and then Izzy McQueen all alone. It looked like her poor little schnauzer was broken there, huh? By that leg drop from Kikyo. Devastating.
It was certainly a violent physical match and a tough break for Izzy McQueen. And you gotta believe, you know, Caden Cassidy, he's been throwing his weight around ever since becoming a manager after I suspended him. And sooner or later, something's gonna have to be done here. We're gonna look at the contract and figure out just how much more Caden Cassidy can get away with in his current position.
I must ask you, how long is that suspension, by the way, huh? You didn't make that clear. Indefinite?
You know what? It's when I say it's over. How about that?
He has to hold enough doors open and walk enough the little ladies across the street, then he'll reconsider his professional career. You have this man in a stasis chamber, so to speak, and I did the one little thing I could to give him a little bit of freedom, to be able to flex his muscle, to use his brain to contribute something to Power Pro Wrestling.
let's move on to this week's main event. As we mentioned at the top of the show, $10,000 six-man street fight. This rivalry goes back for more than a year, and it is just steeped in blood and animosity. Let's hear more about it right now.
For the past year, Jonas Albert Robinson has done everything in his power to stamp out Spencer Scott and Zay Perez, the Flamin' Aces, until only embers remain. It all started when the Aces declined Jonas's offer of managerial services, a rejection that sent Jonas into a retribution-filled tailspin. Jonas has spent a lot of time and a lot of his mother's money on getting anyone he could to end the Aces once and for all. But despite the efforts of his rotating Jarmy, this one-man war has been a losing effort. After walking away with Jonas's $5,000 bounty, the Aces challenged Robinson to pass a lie detector test if he wanted his money back, but the test turned out to be a trap sprung by Jonas himself. Jonas delivered the deepest cut of all, humiliating Zay by shaving his head while Spencer watched, handcuffed to the ropes. Now this year of turmoil has hit the breaking point, and this week the Super Aces of Zay, Spencer, and Jaden meet Jonas and his hired hands, the Empire. Health, livelihood, everything's at stake in the $10,000 street fight.
They say money doesn't buy happiness. And you know who really says that? People who don't have money. You know what money buys you? Money buys you happiness. It buys you influence. It buys you friends. It buys you loyalty. It buys you mercenaries, and it buys you soldiers. Tonight is war. Super Aces, war does not determine who is right. It determines who's left. And I have bought just the soldiers of fortune to make sure I'm the one standing. We happy?
Marcus, take the bag. Yeah, we're happy. Good. Then we shall do business tonight.
Super Aces, it's time for you to dig your graves.
All right, well, we are off to a big start here in this $10,000 street fight. The Flamin' Aces and Jaden are not waiting around for the pomp and pageantry. Mr. Ooh La La, oh my goodness, things are gonna get insane here in this $10,000 street fight.
Indeed, indeed. Flaming Aces not wasting any time. Super Aces, rather. They want to. Dr. Cleaver's having none of it.
Oh my goodness, that's right. Cleaver, taking the smart way out. There's chairs a-flying. I would get down. I told you to get down, Cleaver.
Sacre bleu.
As we saw in the tea party, it was Jonas Albert Robinson who hired Cleaver and Naja to do his dirty work for him because he can't find Jarmy members who are consistent enough.
Look out, here comes Doug.
And right now he's gonna wish he had those guys because he's getting the you-know-what stomped out of him by the Super Aces.
You know it's getting deep when Mrs. Robinson's money won't let you know.
Whoa! Oh no! Miscommunication by Cleaver, hoisted by his own petard, or in this case, a steel chair. Oh my!
Steel chair right to the face. He might be missing more teeth after that.
Oh my stars and garters! The impact was heinous. And right now, Naja taking a big kick to the dome as well. Followed up with a knee to the mush.
Don't hurt Naja. He's responsible. He sponsors the King Naja's Little Mama Scholarship Fund. Many people depend on the education for the great generosity of King Naja, and now look at him.
I would love to see who's on the rolls for that endowment fund. The Super Aces now feeling themselves here, but they cannot waste a moment, especially with someone as devious and cunning as Jonas Albert Robinson still in this thing.
Jonas is as smart and as cunning as they come.
Whoa! Came down with ice on that suplex there. Could be it. No, it was Jonas who, of course, humiliated Zay Perez after that debacle of a lie detector test. Shaving his head bald, and you better believe that Zay has been having blood in his eyes ever since.
Zay Perez jacking Jar's jaw here.
Absolutely.
And now we got some action over here at the bar.
Now wait a minute, that's right. The bar is open, and Naja trying to use the pizza trays Not working out to his advantage, though. Oh, Jonas throwing Zay face first into that steel chair.
We need a bit of split screen here, I think.
I would agree so. This action is getting harder and harder to call. So many bodies and so much chaos here in World Pies downtown Eugene.
King Naja's down and out over there. What about his cheekings?
Now wait a minute, Spencer Scott here, the hot shot.
Spencer's got a kendo stick, look out.
Looking to improve his batting average perhaps, but he's got to watch his swing.
Oh.
There's fans all around here, mister. Oh,
Digging it right into the throat of King Naja.
we have Cleaver stalking Jaden on the outside, and Jonas and Zay have been pretty much locked in on each other.
Oh, body slam with the chair.
Oh no! Meanwhile, you've got Scott clocking Naja with that kendo stick back to the ringside area now.
This is where it gets dangerous for Zay Perez when it's one-on-one, him and Jonas.
I'll have to agree with you there, mister. Jonas.
That is the heart of this feud, is Jonas and Zay.
Jonas has been, retired for several years, but it was his hatred for Perez that drew him out of it. And I gotta say, Jonas is showing a little bit, well, a lot I would actually say, a lot of what made him so feared.
Oh.
And so detested as a competitor in his prime.
Jonas is risking it all up at the top.
Oh my!
I don't think I've seen Jonas go to the top in his entire career, and I've known Jonas Albert Robinson for 12 years.
What's Zay got in mind here? Can he get him up? That's a big fall from Grace!
Ow! That could be it, if Zay Perez can get to cover.
That took a lot of strength on Zay's part to get Jonas up and over like he did.
The Aces might be $10,000 richer.
Oh, wait a minute!
No, Naja's smarter than that. Naja saw that opening, went right for the throat.
And the cold-blooded King Naja sees his own blood right now. Scott off the ropes!
Oh!
No water in the pool for Spencer Scott. Did you see how Naja just teed off on him with that kendo stick?
That is a hot shot if I ever saw one. Naja just hot shotted that kendo stick right into the gut. Right into the gut of Spencer Scott. Here comes Jaden.
King Naja, who we've not seen in action for some time now, might wish he was back on the injured reserve.
Here comes Doc. Oh, Jason's going for something, but Dr. Cleaver's sizing it up. Dr. Cleaver's sizing it up.
Oh boy, there's a lot in the line here. Pride and $10,000 we can't forget in this street fight. Wait a minute.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Cleaver drops Jaden down.
Right onto the steel chair.
What's left of it? Oh no! Pinfall broken up by Perez and the kendo stick.
Oh, look at that kendo stick just being broken into pieces on the back of Dr. Cleaver.
Wait a minute, look out! Jonas now yoinking that kendo stick out of Zay's hand, and now that is a dangerous weapon. Here comes.
This is gonna get vicious.
Oh!
This is gonna get vicious. This is gonna get vicious.
White Russian leg sweep by Robinson. Not enough though.
Close, but no cigar.
Tell you what, the hatred, the animosity, you can just feel it in the energy in their pre-match comments earlier in this week's episode. They are just, you gotta admit, it's gonna take a lot more than what Jonas has been dishing out so far to put him away.
Look at the mind games of Jonas, sitting down in the chair and doing some wrestling. He's trying to show Zay Perez he can do anything he wants. He can toy with him like a little baby.
We see Zay Perez now bleeding, joining King Naja. We told you this was gonna be, a hell of a war here. And there are no winners in a war such as this. And just ask our broadcast colleague, Jonas.
Right on the Robinson family jewels. Mama Robinson's not going to like that.
Oh! No more grandbabies for Mama Robinson. And Zay Perez taking months and months of aggression and rage out right now on the man who's made his life hell.
Over a year. This all started a year ago when Zay Perez rejected, when the Flaming Aces rejected the tutelage of Jonas.
Now wait a minute, Caden Cassidy. What's the Kingpin doing out here?
What is he doing?
Caden Cassidy, who's hired out his men as villains for hire, so to speak.
Oh, wait.
Now Cassidy in the ring. What's Amira doing? Amira, who's got no shortage of bad blood with the Empire, holding Caden at bay. Oh, right in the kisser.
She's chasing Caden out of here.
Well, chasing's one thing. That would require Caden to run.
Beating him to the back. Look at him on his
There
hands
you
and
go.
knees.
There you go, Amira. Get rid of him. Oh, my goodness. A big slam by Jonas. That could be it. 2. No. Super kick right to the noggin. Breaks it up.
Caden Cassidy wants that $10,000. They had backup at the Flaming Super Aces, had backup in the form of Amira.
Tell you what, I hope they got some of that money in advance. I don't like their chances right now, mister.
Well, I think there's going to be some trouble if the Empire doesn't get their money. What are they doing here?
This war continuing. We see some
What
fans
are they doing here?
moving around here. I see Naja
What are
in the
they
corner.
doing here?
I see Jaden and Cleaver still duking it out. Naja and Scott fighting into the front row. Naja taking a fan's seat, mister.
Well, after all that blood he's lost, he's got to be weak on energy.
He's got to be worn down for sure. Jaden now going up top. Cleaver with a front row seat to perhaps his own demise.
Oh!
Big cross body. Cleaver sent a tumbling. Goes to the cover now. 1, 2. Naja breaks up the cover.
Naja breaks it up. Naja breaks it up. The Empire and the Jarmy are still in it here. The hired guns, the mercenaries coming through for Jonas Albert Robinson.
As we hurtle toward the end of 2023, which of these men might see a brighter start to 2024? Who's going to walk out $10,000 richer?
Naja's got a table.
Naja, that table has been a difference maker. We've seen that before in matches that Naja's been involved in.
Indeed, the last time we saw Naja on the table, he was on the receiving end of it in barbed wire from Funny Bomb.
But now, it looks like it could be Jaden who's going for a ride. I don't like the looks of this. Oh wait, Naja's saying he wants a shot. He wants to take him out. Wind up, no!
Oh! Knockout punch, that glove might be loaded. Those gloves might be loaded. Dr. Cleaver went out like a light.
Absolutely, punched the wrong man. Look out! Naja, though, he's not going to let that slow him down. Wait a minute, dodges the kick. Another big spine busters. He's throwing them out. They're going out of style.
Right out of the playbook of Ron Simon.
King Naja, I'm kind of surprised. I figured after indirectly hitting his own man.
Chloroform! Chloroform!
Oh, dead ass, that's chloroform. And of course he's going to use it in the match where anything goes. Naja better, Brad Lee better look out or he's going to be a victim. That's a lot of chloroform. You just spray it on there, mister.
It's all legal. It's all legal, baby. It's all legal.
All legal in a $10,000 street fight. The Aces better watch out because they're going to about get their lights knocked out.
This is going to be a handicap match if Naja knocks one of them out with the chloroform.
Now wait a minute. Oh, Jaden! Jaden showing that turnabout's fair play.
Naja getting a taste of his own medicine, quite literally.
Now chloroform can knock you out in seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if Naja just fell in a heap right now. He is out like a light. Look at this. And now, oh, geez.
Oh.
Well, I guess Jaden didn't know his own strength. But they are not done. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, we promised you a big main event tonight.
It's not over.
And Jaden now looking to put the kill shot on Naja.
Oh!
That has got to be it. Boy, they are not done. Zay Perez now, what's he got in mind here? He's on one corner, Jonas is in the other one. Coast to coast with the chair.
Is this it?
Does Jonas even have a face anymore after that?
This might be it.
That's 3. That is 3.
Sacre bleu, what a match.
Of this match, the Super Aces!
Mister, I'm going to correct Stevie May Knox. That was not a match. That was a fight.
The winner of this fight, the Super Aces, and now they are $10,000 richer.
And after all that, after all the talking and all the bloodshed and all the broken bodies, is this going to be enough, mister, for Jonas Albert Robinson to let sleeping dogs lie?
I don't know. He holds a grudge. He holds a grudge. He can hold a grudge.
Ladies and gentlemen, What a hell of a matchup we've had for you. A main event like no other. The kind you'll only see at POW Pro Wrestling.
We told y'all, especially you, Jonas. I hope as you're laying there unconscious, as uncomfortable as you possibly can be, that you finally understand you can pay anybody all the money in the world, but it'll never, and I mean never, trump a true friendship and a true bond like me and these lads have built. I'm gonna get real with you for a second. I ain't gonna lie. I was this close to hanging up the mask a couple years ago. But then these two lads came along, and I saw something in them that kind of reminded me of myself 10 years ago. And these two reignited my passion and my fire for this business. Everything I've done in the last 2 years, I owe it to these two gentlemen right here. And for that, I am eternally grateful, and I will always support you two, no matter what. For always, forever, you boys are my boys. Now I know this meant a lot more to you two than it did to me, so I'm gonna let y'all spit some facts at them.
First, everyone give a hand for Jaden real quick. This man is one of the best talents in professional wrestling today. And we've shed blood, we've shared tears, we share sweat in this ring, and it's all for the good of POW Pro Wrestling. So tonight, we're gonna celebrate this victory with our brand new $10,000, I might add. Now, where's that at? And if you want to see more of the Super Aces, give me a hell yeah! I've always wanted to do that. Thank you, POW. Thank you, UG. We'll see you soon.
My goodness, mister. What a main event that was this week. I mean, there were bodies flying all over the place, and in the end, you've got the Super Aces coming out on top. Jonas Albert Robinson back in the mud, and now the Super Aces are $10,000 richer.
What is Mrs. Robinson going to think? They threw everything but the kitchen sink at a little boy, and he also lost $10,000. Where can Jonas Albert Robinson go for here? My heart goes out to him.
Oh yeah, he's a little boy. He's a fully grown man. He knows exactly what he got himself into, and as far as I'm concerned, he got what was coming to him, especially for what he did to Zay Perez back in that lie detector test. Well, folks, hopefully Jonas can learn to lick his wounds, maybe, get some more money accumulated, and try to rebuild his wealth, let's say, or maybe it's his mother's wealth. Let's talk about that. But let's also talk about what's happening next week in our main event. Talking about the YouTube Championship, the Wrestling with Regret YouTube Championship. Let's go back to 6 weeks ago when the former champion, Zicky Dice, laid down for good brother Levi, allowing Shapiro to become the first ever 3-time YouTube champion. It was definitely an historic night for the championship, but it was also a day that will live in Wrestling with Regret infamy.
I'm happy that Zicky Dice decided to spread their wealth around, give a little present to his good brother Levi, the rightful, the greatest ever Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion, as solidified by the fact he is now in his 3rd prestigious reign. And what did you do? You had to immediately spoil on the party by making this ridiculous fatal 4-way match with Chris Brady, the Ghoul Sanico, and Alan Angels. Where do you pluck him from, to heaven?
You wouldn't believe how far I had to look to find Alan Angels. Let me tell you something, Levi. Remember how hard we worked to get that title off of Steve Miggs? Well, brother, you ain't seen the half of it, how hard I can work to get something done. And if you want something done right, Levi Shapiro couldn't take the belt off Steve Miggs, so now I gotta go into business for myself. I'm gonna throw everything I can at Levi to make sure he is no longer the YouTube champion. Brother Levi, all that history he and I had, well, you know what? He threw it away the second he joined Outlandish Enterprises, and you had a hand in that, I know, mister. Trying to do this whole vacant thing behind my back. You know what? Nobody tricks and makes a fool out of the influencer, Brian Zane. And Levi Shapiro, my good brother, he's going to find out about that in a hurry.
Well, when that YouTube title was vacated, did you give the title back to Brother Levi? You did not. You put it up in the Rumble to Regret, of which Brother Levi was not even a participant. Zitcher Dice got the belt, and so he righted your wrong, I think, huh?
Well, we're going to see. Some wrongs are going to be made right in that four-way next week when Sonico, Chris Brady, Alan Angels are all chomping at the bit to become the new champion. That's happening next week, folks. But until then, for Mr. Ooh La La, I'm Brian Zane, and we'll see you next time.